Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So OCGN continuously breaking out with volume today. I'm going to go over exactly which levels we need to hold above to continue this momentum and what exact indicators will give us confirmation on a continuation. And all I ask in return is you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart with you guys here on OCGN. I'm going to show you guys exactly how this one played out today, what gave us confirmation on these breakouts, and what exactly are we looking out for going to tomorrow to have a continuation. But before we get started, I want to mention that we do alert penny stock and breakout alerts today. We mentioned NRXP, looking to see if we can continue. We also did mention them today at $8, jumping up to $11.15 on the day, over 35% on that breakout. And we also did mention GWH halted at $18, jumping up to $28 on the day, over 35% on the breakout as well. And we also did mention OCGN in pre-market today, also on our daily watch list from yesterday on that volume spike that they did have going to extended hours, looking to see if we can continue. Did have a continuation going to pre-market, came back down, had their news in pre-market with their COVAXIN news that they got emergency use approval for ages of 2 to 18. Again, not fully approved, but however did get emergency approval. We're going to see if we can continue here with OCGN. So if you guys do want to see all of our breakout alerts set today, go to instables.com in the description below, and you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So as you guys can see here on the 5-minute chart again, with that breakout that we did have since pre-market, sure enough, did continue on up throughout the day, came back down, testing that 50 moving average, as again, we do have COVAXIN news emergency use approved, but did not get that full approval, but are looking to see if we can get that full approval. Again, coming down towards the end of the day, testing that 50 moving average, looking to see if we can bounce off of it going to tomorrow, making sure we do keep the 20 moving average above the 50 going to tomorrow to have this continuation. So I'm going to back up here to the 4-hour chart so you guys can see what we're looking out for overall. As you guys can see here, overall, we did have two major spikes here on OCGN, overall consolidating from then, looking to see if we can have another major breakout here. Now, we did have this breakout here with the 20 moving average crossing above the 50 here on the 4-hour, giving us confirmation on that momentum, making sure we do keep the 20 moving average above the 50 here to have this continuation. But however, as you guys can see here, we do have our previous gap down here at about $10. We did have that major gap down because we could not hold this level here. And sure enough, looking to see if we can respect $10 as a support. Again, this is not only a key support that we did have from this gap down, but also a psychological resistance that we're going to make sure we do keep in mind. If we can break over $10 with this momentum, in my opinion, then we could have a breakout. I'm going to go over the 4-hour chart so you guys can see what momentum we're looking for here. So as you guys can see, again, we had these two major breakouts. We had a ton of consolidation here. As you guys can see, we had a ton of buy pressure come in today, but not as much buy pressure as we did have in this consolidation. So making sure we can break above our previous buy pressure points here on the 4-hour chart is exactly what I would be looking for to have that major breakout and possible gap up to our previous highs that we did have, which I'm going to back up here in a second so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So you guys can see we're going to be setting an alert here right above our previous buy pressure point. So that way, if it does break above it, then we will have a quick play and a possible breakout from there. Again, with our possible COVAXIN news fully approved, we're going to see if we can get that news. And again, I will be alerting that in the Intables room if we do get that approval. Again, with our previous gaps here that we do have, looking to see if we can gap up into these prices. As you guys can see previously, we got rejected at about 16.19, and then we have our previous rejection here that we did have at about 18.70. As you guys can see, we also did have our descending wedge, and as you guys can see, we did have our breakout at that point. Now, looking to see if we can continue to break out of this consolidation. In my opinion, like I said, looking to see if we can break above our previous buy pressure point to get more momentum here on OCGN. In my opinion, if we can break above our previous buy pressure point, then we could have more confirmation here. Again, very simple play in my opinion with OCGN, making sure we can hold that $10 mark as a support. If we cannot hold $10 as a support, in my opinion, then we will get rejected and possibly come back down. Even though we did get news, in my opinion, we're looking for that full approval to get that major breakout. So again, OCGN will be on the watch coming up to test that previous gap down we did have. And if we can break over $10, in my opinion, we'll be testing this 11.05 mark. And if we can hold over $10 and break over the 11.05 mark, then in my opinion, we will be looking out for that $13 resistance that we have here at about $12.98, making sure we can break over 13. And then our 16.19 mark that we did get rejected at, and our last rejection that we have here at 18.70. In my opinion, if we do get full approval, then we can easily possibly break over all of these resistances. We're going to make sure we do keep an eye on them, making sure they do get a full approval. But again, with that partial approval, with that emergency use approval, we could have a possible follow-up with a full approval. So we're going to see if we can get that full approval, making sure we do keep OCGN on the watch. And again, this is not financial advice. This is only what I'll be doing. I'm going to definitely keep them on watch, making sure we do get more confirmation on the momentum here on the buy pressure on the MACD. Again, we do have our alert here set, so that way if it does break above it, then we will definitely be alerting this one in the Intables room. But however, again, if you guys do want to see all of our breakout alerts set today, go to instables.com in the description below, and you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And everybody that has been supporting the channel, all of you Instables that have been supporting the channel, much love to you guys as always. God bless you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.